Lenovo may not be the first name you think of when it comes to PC gaming, but over the past several years, they've really built up a very nice business with the Legion line, which has really turned out a lot of decent gaming laptops and desktop and accessories, and all the new versions are here at CES 2022. So as it does most years, Lenovo has a new lineup of gaming laptops for CES this year. The new ones that we're seeing, there's nothing particularly extraordinary or radically different about them, but they're a nice year-over-year improvement on what we've seen before. The flagships here are going to be the Legion 5i Pro and the Legion 5 Pro, and even though they say 5 in the name, these are actually 16-inch laptops, and the difference is one of them has Intel processors, the other one has AMD processors, and they both use NVIDIA graphics. Interestingly, these are 16 by 10 displays, a little bit taller than the standard 16 by 9 display that maybe you're used to, and that gives you a little more height there, so I think the resolution works out to be 2960 by 1440. And these screens also get up to 240 hertz in terms of refresh rate. It's actually adaptive, but that is much more in line with what you want for, let's say, esports gaming, or, just a real fast response that is kind of table stakes for a good gaming laptop right now. The displays also support Dolby Vision and they're NVIDIA G-Sync compatible. What I really like, and I've seen this in a few new gaming laptops so far for 2022, is that you can actually power these with a USB-C charger. It's still a hefty charger, but instead of having one of those proprietary barrel connectors, you actually have just a standard USB-C connection, and I think that's a big step forward. For the first several years of USB-C powered laptops, you really could not power gaming hardware with that. Depending on how you configure these, you're going to be either getting a 12th gen Intel CPU, a new AMD Ryzen CPU, and NVIDIA graphics somewhere in the 30 series. These two new laptops come in Storm Gray or Glacier White, or gray and white as I would put it, and they've got some improved cooling, including a big copper heatsink right under the CPU. So if you want something a little bit thinner and lighter than a big 16-inch gaming laptop, well then you've got the Legion 5i and the Legion 5. We got rid of the Pro there, and that means this is a 15-inch screen instead of a 16-inch one. You still got 12th gen Intel chips or new AMD Ryzen chips, although I think you top out at an NVIDIA RTX 3060 in those models. Now here's something interesting. In these new Legion 5 series, Lenovo says they've made the keyboard quieter, something like 30-something% quieter, so if you're typing or just banging hard on the keys, it's going to be a little less clacky. I can see that being disruptive if you're playing a game and the keyboard is too loud, sure. And of course, I like that these also support Usbc charging, which I think is something more gaming laptops are definitely going to do moving forward. Now these are regular 16 by 9 screens, so it's 2560 by 1440. That's the resolution you're going to get. Another trick coming to the Lenovo Legion line, more software-based than hardware-based, is something called Legion Arena, and it's something I see a lot of companies getting into now, which is having their own proprietary gaming hub software that basically takes all of your games from different services, whether it's Steam, Epic, GOG, and putting them together in one easier to handle sort of front end. Dell has a concept for this that they've shown off recently as part of a future gaming concept piece they might do. Even GOG, Good Old Games, has their launcher that for a long time has actually pulled in games from other sources and let you launch them through there as well. I think with the fragmentation that you see and having so many different game stores and a different app for each one, even though you're all basically playing the same PC games, I'd like the idea of having an all-in-one center, even if it's something that's more proprietary Lenovo than just kind of a generic thing everyone can use. These gaming laptops from Lenovo are coming sooner rather than later. Lenovo says they're going to be available starting in February 2022. Now, the highest end models, that Legion 5 Pro, the 5 and the 5i, they're going to start at $1,569 for the most tricked out versions. And on the lower end, the less expensive of these, the 15-inch, the 5 and the 5i, they're going to start at $1,199 and $1,129 for the AMD model.